Hello, everybody. Sorry for making you wait, but I had a few other things that I just wanted to get written down here so I didn't forget to give them to you. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are today. Hello, Susie, Kelly, Christine. Thank you for being here. Anna. Broken Darkness Tarot. Hello. Sky. My sister Des. Hello. Good morning. Candalee, Lorna, Sweetie, Brianna, Sweet Sherry. Hello, everybody joining. So I'm just going to let, hello, Just a Seeker, Wakey, Eggs and Bakey. Good morning, everybody. Let's keep this classy in here this morning, you guys. I was going to make it members only or subscribers only, but I did let it go for everybody. We are on slow mode, so please don't think that you have been blocked if your messages aren't coming up right away if you're typing quickly. There is a 60-second delay between your comments, so you can only post once every 60 seconds. It just makes it a little bit easier, especially with stuff like this when we bring it out. It makes it a lot easier on my mods. So let's keep it classy in here. What I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to go through the information that I have. I have 3 different sources that I've got information from. The one that you're going to hear, the DCS or CPS, whatever they call it there, report, you can tell that this information has come out from somebody who is very familiar with how Child Protective Services works and their wording. There were other family and friends that also gave information, so came right from horse's mouth. So there's going to be information that comes out about that also, and it is shocking. Like, we thought that we were already shocked by some of the things that we've seen and heard. And I'm not talking about the rumors, you guys, because there's a lot of rumors that's been floating around. I get a lot of emails and questions asking why I'm not on this like everybody else is. Like, I don't want to be brought into the drama. I want to bring you guys factual stuff. Am I duped sometimes? Yes, we were all duped at one point. Even the most seasoned YouTubers, creators were duped, including, even from what I hear, somebody in law enforcement was also duped by something. So, and that was the call that Candus put out to a friend that went viral there on YouTube, where she says Don was arrested and all that. There was a lot of us that were duped that are very, very careful with what we say and report on, right? And like I said, there was even a law enforcement guy that said he had to really check into that because it was something that he's seen happening, because there are arrests pending. Okay. So I'm going to get into all of that. I'm also going to get into some behind the scenes things that we have found out from somebody who spent a lot of time at the Wells home. So what I bring you is, I'm going to say I'm standing behind 100%. That's how verifiable the source is that it came from. Like I said, there's things that you watch for in wording and stuff like that, that you can usually tell. Some are very sly with how they go about putting out fake information, but usually within a very short time, we can debunk it, right? Well, this is the real deal. Okay, so we got about 162 people in here. I think that we can go ahead and start. Yes, arrests are coming, you guys. Now, yesterday, for those who haven't seen it on my community tab, I put up a reading that I did. Excuse me. And a lot came out in that reading. Now, that was within, I believe, a week of Summer Wells going missing. If you haven't seen that read, go check it out on my community tab. It's there. And 99% of what came out in that read has now been pretty much proven. The stuff in there, there was an interview with friends of the Wells. In particular, I'm not going to mention any names, but there was one woman in particular, and it was not Allie or Robin, but somebody else that wants to remain anonymous, gave some information, and also another person related to the case in a roundabout way. I will get into that at the end of the CPS document. Now there was a couple of creators that put out a document for CPS, the priority stages, which from what I can gather and all the investigation I've done on it is pretty accurate for most states. So it can be relied on. Now, what the information I've got is been leaked by somebody very close to the Wells case. So let's get into it, you guys. I'm going to start with the CPS document. The boys were taken. First off, the author of this wants to state that Don Wells is out and out lying when he told everybody on YouTube that the boys were taken. Let me just get the exact wording here. The author stated, okay, there is no truth to the lies that Don has told that the boys were removed due to internet threats. They were removed under a priority 1, means the children were in immediate danger. Okay, so that's a statement that I shouldn't have said that, but that the author stated that there was no truth to the lies that Don has told everybody on YouTube with these people. There's certain people, let's not mention them, please, because I do not want to get drawn into that drama. Mary, if you click on my YouTube page, along the top, it will be like home, videos, stuff like that. There's a community tab there. If you click on the video tabs, that's all the videos I've ever put up. There's also, let me just go to it and I'll tell you the tabs. So if you click on my page on YouTube, you got home, which is just my home page. It shows basically the popular uploads. And then if you click on videos, it shows all the videos I've ever put out. Playlists, there's a couple of playlists there for different cases. There's a community tab and there's a channels and about tab. If you click on the community tab that runs across the top there, and in the banner on my channel, you guys, there's my email, there's my merch site, there's my Facebook, there's my Twitter, and there's my PayPal link, and everything is also up in that banner across the top. Or you can go to my about section and it's also all in there, all my links. Okay, so let's get started with this, you guys. But first off, that's the first thing I wanted to let you guys know. The author of this that came out with the leak of this report said there is no truth to the lies Don has told that the boys were removed due to internet threats. They were removed under a priority 1, which means the children were in immediate danger. Okay, so they were removed under a priority 1, which means they are in immediate danger. Okay, a priority one has many different subsections to it. There's the neglect is which they were removed under, and actually almost everything under that priority one they were removed for. We're going to break it down in stages. The neglect, which was deeply discussed, medical neglect, educational neglect, environmental neglect, which means the home, and we all seen the pictures of the inside of that home, the nutritional neglect, and lack of supervision. So we're going to break it down, you guys, and we're going to start with the home. The home was said to be unsafe. There was no clean bedding, and the beds were all soiled. Also, they spoke about the water system there, that it was reused water. Nutritional, they were not provided healthy meals 3 times a day, and there was no adequate ingredients in the house to make healthy meals. So there was, what was found when she elaborated on that, what was found was a lot of chips, pop, candies, crackers, like snack stuff. There wasn't healthy nutritional ingredients in the house to make nutritional meals for the boys. Okay. The medical, there was no dental care. They couldn't find any dental records for years, and also doctors' records. They couldn't find any recent over the last few years for doctors' records. What is reused water? History Underfoot says, what is reused water? Reused water is basically, it could be water that's been in buckets, gathered in bins or whatever outside, reused water from laundry, stuff like that. Yes, I'm going to get to that, Judy. So let's not comment on what we've seen anywhere else, because I do not want rumors in here. So let's please not do that, Judy. Let's just stick to the facts that have come out, please. Then that's the only thing I'm going to be commenting on here, is what I can bring out to you and what I know to be factual and verified. So that's what I want to stick to in my lives regarding this, you guys. Okay. Okay, so also with the medical, let's get back to this. No dental care, no dental records have been found for years, and no doctor's records have been found for years. With that, all were lice infested, including body lice and scabies, all 4 children. So this investigation had been going on for some time. Also, Candus was infested with body lice and scabies. So I would assume that is why their hair was cut. There are no doctor's records for any of the kids being taken for any medical treatment for the body lice and scabies. Scabies is a parasite that stays under your skin that does need medication for, and they were not taken for that. Also, Summer had no enamel left on her teeth, and they were rotting away. Okay, so the educational neglect. It is seen that the boys, because Summer was not in school yet, body lice is mites and lice infesting not only the head area, but the whole body. And scabies is a mite that is embeds itself under your skin and spreads throughout your body, and it's very contagious. And don't forget, the beddings were all soiled and everything. So they did absolutely nothing to get rid of this or control it or anything. So the educational neglect that's listed, and these are all the things that were listed as to why the boys were taken. The amount of missed school was abnormal. for the amount of days. In other words, they were out of school more than in school. Schoolwork was not completed, and lack of an IEP, which is an educational plan for special needs. Apparently, all three boys had special needs, and that was not dealt with over the last couple years. So there was no dental care, no health care, seeing a doctor, anything, you guys, not even when they became infected with body lice, scabies. Candace also had body lice and scabies, and none of that was taken care of, and there was no treatment or medical care. And it's a parasite. Body lice and scabies is a parasite that is under your skin, so it does need medical attention. Neglect in supervision. The boys were left alone. Kids were left alone often with no phone, up to 6 hours per day. A lot of times, and this happened very often, so several times a week, which is a dangerous situation, especially with three boys. I know I had two boys and two girls, and the two boys got into a lot of trouble when not supervised. And I'm not saying I left my kids alone, but if they happen to go outside and, play, if they weren't supervised at certain ages, they could get themselves into a lot of trouble. So can you imagine these kids 6, 7, 8 hours a day sometimes being left there alone, no phone? And this is stated in one of the reasons why. No phone, no way of Andrea, yes, they are private, and this has been leaked. The school, Brandy, if you guys are paying attention, the school did notify, obviously, because there was educational neglect listed. So I am sure, let me get through this, and you guys are going to get the full story before we start asking a lot of those questions, because they are going to be answered. I'm just going through the rundown of the reasons why they were taken. Okay, so if, obviously for the educational neglect, obviously somebody reported that they weren't going to school. So let's get through this before we start questioning and putting stuff out like, well, why didn't anybody say anything? Let's get through this first, okay? So it was also noticed that Summer had no enamel left on her teeth and they were rotting. Okay, physical abuse. All three boys had been physically abused by both Candace and Don, which included but was not limited to being kicked, punched, hair pulled, beaten with objects, belts, shoes, and other items. They were all exposed to drugs. We are going to get into that. In other words, when the parents were sitting around, say the kitchen table or whatever, the kids were sitting right there too as they were doing their drugs. There's going to be more on that coming out too. Psychological harm. They were all emotionally and physically harmed several times per day. Yelling, name-calling, words, threats of abuse. Okay, so I'm going to get into this, you guys. There were 7 reported claims called into CPS regarding abuse. That includes the school and other people around or who had been around the children. That includes the schools. 7 claims of child abuse in the last year alone. Okay, that were called into CPS. I've got some shocking news coming out too. Let me get to that. But it is a bombshell. Regarding Summer. Okay, now this didn't come out with the CPS report, but this came out with somebody who was very close to the family. It has come out that Dawn, when they did shower, like I said, the water system there was not adequate and was not safe. But when Summer was showered, she showered with Dawn naked. Now, this is all from information that I have gotten. I have also gotten that the water was sewage water. It was reused water. It is said that Candus and Don both smoked weed and cigarettes and drank with the kids right there. It is also said by somebody underage who had gone to the house, who had at one time been very close to the family, was offered and given alcohol and drugs to minors. Okay, so I'm going to let it be known that from the CPS document that both Candus and Don are under investigation, and that investigation is about to be wrapped up and arrests are pending. It is going to be up to law enforcement once DCS or CPS, whatever it's called there, hands their investigation. Once their investigation is complete, it is still not complete yet. Once it is complete, they are turning all their evidence over to law enforcement, where they feel that they are both going to be arrested. Charges are both pending, and that they are pending with the conclusion of the Child Services investigation. They want those investigations to be completed first. Okay. There's also charges pending on Candus for harassing Hunter's girlfriend. Child Protection Services have stated that Candus is just as dangerous as Don. Now, here is the big bombshell. Candus is under investigation right now, and 100% she is going to be charged for a relationship with Hunter. Now, this is one of the reasons why I wanted you guys to go over my read that I did within a week of Summer being missing, because this all came out. So Candus 100% is under investigation with Child Protective Services for a relationship with Hunter, and this relationship 100% involved sex with a minor. He's 15. Also, with Candus being sexually involved with Hunter, it has come out that the kids were around and present within the vicinity when this was happening, and that the boys have witnessed it from another room. The swimming hole has also been noted in that. And Candus is going to be charged with harassing Hunter's girlfriend. There was also a gag order that was put in place, and Don is going to be being charged with breaking that gag order. There's an upcoming emergency hearing regarding this. So that is what I have for you guys. So now, if you would like to discuss it, I'm open to discuss it. I want to keep it to what was just brought out. This comes from a very reliable source. Now, a lot of this stuff that came out with the Child Protective Services document that was released to this person, there was also another person that I got information from, and somebody who is very close to Hunter also gave a lot of this information. Yeah. Hello, Mama Shane Chan. So yes, it is. Yes. So history underfoot. They are minors, and apparently Candus has been harassing Hunter's girlfriend. Yes, it is very sickening. So that gives you a little bit, indication of what these children have been living under, the conditions that they've been living under, and also that Child Protective Services has said that this has been going on for years. But in the last year, there has been 7 abuse claims called in. So I guess over the years, there's been a lot of complaints made, and maybe they weren't taken seriously. But when they start getting 7 within the last year, I think that's when they, and that's the last year. So this is before Summer even went missing. So which gives credence? Everybody saying, oh no, she was abducted, she was sold, she was this. No, I do believe both Candace and Don know exactly what happened to her. And I believe they know exactly where she is. And I believe that she was murdered so she could not disclose the abuse. And this is what my readings have said, and I've taken a lot of flack for it. But you go back to my readings, you guys, and this is exactly what I've said since day one. And I do still feel that she is going to be found within a 1/4 mile of their property or on their property somewhere. And it was done before they called it in. It was done a while before they called it in. So that's what we have. Yes, an echo search. I was asked not to say anything about them being there, but they had been there since Thursday. I believe now they have wrapped up, but they were there again since Thursday. I was asked to keep that under wraps because they got a lot of flack from Don the last time they were there. I do believe that Don has apologized to them. LC readings. Yes, I do Oracle and Ancestor reads, and I did readings on this case since day one. You can find them in my video section on my YouTube page. Yeah. At this point, you guys, they are protecting each other. You're welcome, Glamma D. And that's why I said I want to keep it to what I've discussed. Anything that I haven't discussed will be removed from chat. I want to keep this fact base. So Aggie, I'm sorry, but that comment has to be removed. And not that I don't want you guys to have your say. I'm responsible for anything that comes out on my channel. And especially with this, and that's why I haven't got into the drama and everything that some other channels are getting into, because I'm not going to be dragged into that. So I'm going to keep it to what I can verify. So anything that I have not spoke about is going to be removed from chat. And I don't mean any disrespect by that. I hope you guys understand. Yeah, I do find that too. Hakuna Martina. I love that name. Okay, I'm going to ask, please. Okay, I'm going to have to go over to... Okay, just give me a minute, you guys, please. Thank you for the super chat. Glama D, thank you so much. Just give me a second, you guys. I'm just looking at something else here that's come in. Just let me read through this to you guys because I want to be able to verify this before I give it to you. Vicky H. Hunter is 15. Okay, sorry, you guys. I just got an email that came through from somebody, and Mary T. EquiSearch is not going to give us what they've got unless the sheriff releases it. It doesn't mean that they didn't get anything. I'm kind of trying to look at chat, you guys, as I'm doing this. Okay. I can't bring this to you guys yet because watch my community tab for this because I got to verify this before I will speak on it. But there's some more information that I just got that's, it's not pretty. And I want to be able to verify that first. And this is the woman that I'm talking to that knows Candus. Thank you so much. And like I said, if your comment's been removed, you guys, it's because I have not brought it up in this chat. And I'm not going to be speaking on anything that I cannot verify, especially with this case. You guys got to please understand that this case has been blown. There's so much fighting going on between creators and this and that. I'm not going to be part of that drama. So I'm only going to be bringing you stuff that I can verify. That's all I want. That's on my page, please. And it's no disrespect to you guys. Lee Scottish Moss says, I wonder just how many charges are going to be made and how many people it will involve exactly. You can bet your booty right now that Candace and Don are going to be going down for quite a few things. Hello, everybody joining. So yes, once the CPS report goes to the police, it's going to be up to the police whether they are going to lay charges regarding the information that they receive from CPS. And from what I understand, from the person who leaked this says that 100% Candace is going to be charged with a sexual relationship with Hunter, with harassing and that of Hunter's girlfriend, and there's going to be other charges. Yes, the YouTube drama is a big disappointment, you guys. Yeah, and the thing with this, Judy, is like there's so much that's being said out there without verifying the information that people are getting lost in what is true anymore and what's not, what can be verified and what can't. That's why I said I want this channel to be verified information. The information I bring out, I will stand beside 100%. I just seen, oh, I just lost it. You guys might chat. Rosie, I'm going to remove that last comment that can you say that R word differently, please? Because I will get straight for that. Like it's getting bad, you guys. And because of all this that's going on within the creators and the fighting and things that are being said and done, we really got to watch which words we use. That's why we use SA. Also, Hunter's sister, True, came out with a lot of statements regarding the family and what she's seen when she was there. She was the one that had verified that, yes, Dawn did shower with Summer naked. I don't know which one you are talking about, Des. Aluminum Brain, no, I'm not a psychic. I read my ancestor deck and oracle cards. I also worked in the legal field for over 30 years, so it's okay, Rosie. I just like you can say what you said, you just gotta mask that one word. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Oh, because I removed it. Does. Very welcome, Marie, and thank you for being here. So I'm going through the comments here, you guys. Yeah. Yeah, she didn't She did. Those kids didn't stand a chance. Like, I don't think I've ever said in my reads that she had been sold. I had said from the beginning that I believe Candus did it. So I think you're confusing me with somebody else. I've never said that. Annette, yes. EquiSearch was just there from Thursday to Sunday. You're very welcome, aluminum membrane. It's okay, son girl. It's okay. No need to be sorry. Glamma D, from what I understand from this report that was put out, let me get the exact wording she said. She said that Candus is just as dangerous as Don. So we could read things into that comment. We could add to that comment, but I'm not going to do that. Obviously, this person believes that there is some kind of indication that Candus is just as dangerous as Don for her to make that statement in the child protection things. Yes, Mary, you can. And I will answer that as best as I can. You sure can, Mary. Yes, Francis Dean, exactly. Like, and that's why I don't know. I try, like, I've been sitting on this for 2 days now, and I wanted to get everything down, what I am going to bring out and what I will talk about and what, because I don't want to be part of that shit show that's going on between everybody else. Summer's being lost in this. It's all about now. He said, she said, your channel, my channel, this, that. I'm better than you because I got this and I got that. And this is about Summer. It's not about anybody's channel. It's not about who gets more views. It's not about any of that. This is about Summer. And it seems to me that when there isn't, you'll see, I may go weeks without saying anything about the Summer Wells case. It's because I don't have anything verified or verifiable to report. Whereas I see people daily, every couple days, out there, putting stuff out, just whether it's true or not, just to keep their channel going. And I'm sorry, that's just something I won't do. I originally just started this channel. I didn't even want to get into this aspect of it, but a lot of people were asking for my opinions on stuff and whatnot. And I got involved with certain people back at the beginning of the Suzanne Morphew case that kind of, because I did work in criminal law for many years. I also worked for a private investigator. I did skip tracing, process serving in my later years. So, I mean, I do have a lot of knowledge, but it's mostly Canadian. So I'm learning a lot too by being involved this way about US law. So I'm very grateful for that. But basically, I just, want to stick to readings. And then when stuff like this does come out, I know a lot of my viewers and a lot of subscribers are asking for me to cover certain things. And I do that to the best of my ability. But I do only want verified stuff coming out. I'm not going to be drawn into that drama. So I want to thank each and every one of you that come here for that. Like, just the facts. Let's keep the drama away. Oh, thank you, Mad Jack. Tammy Barnes says the Wells knew that when they came for the boys, Summer would be next to be taken from them. Summer has gotten lost in all the drama. Yeah, well, Summer was already gone, right? By the time that they did go and take the boys, Summer was already gone. But I was actually very surprised because here in Canada, it's very different. If there's even an inkling in the investigator, the head investigator's mind that this could be something more, especially with, don't forget, before Summer went missing, there had already been 7 complaints put into CPS. Right away, the boys should have been taken. So, and then again, like even, I've been really going through this, and this is my own opinion. This is not some verified information that I've gotten from somewhere, but my own opinion. Don and Candus, they're trying to say that she was abducted. But here you are still leaving your kids alone and going out. You know what I mean? Things like this are still continuing. Also, Dawn is in big trouble. There's an emergency hearing coming up. I don't know. Thank you, Des. I don't know what that date is yet. But there's an emergency hearing coming up because Don is under a gag order and he is spewing stuff out there that he's not supposed to be talking about. Grandma stage exit left. She took off. It's that way here in Oklahoma too. Well, I don't know what's going on in Tennessee. Yep, 7 in the last year, Tammy. Oh, very good, Bev. I commend you for that, for taking care of your granddaughter. And you're very welcome. Thank you guys for understanding that I just want to keep this about things that I can verify. Helen, I wish our CPS would be more like Canada's. I don't think they've truly reformed the laws from way back when they stole the Native American babies in the U.S. Oh, Helen, don't even get me started on that. There's a lot of that going on in Canada right now, too. A lot of monuments and everything have been destroyed. They found a lot of kids buried on land where the Native schools, that the kids were taken from their parents and brought to these schools, and they have found many bodies buried there. It's a big thing that's going on here in Canada right now too. It's disgusting. And I'm connected to the Native Americans, so it's like my heart just breaks. Leah says it lost a channel that can get updates without the gossip and drama. Yes. And that's why a lot of people don't like it. If they don't, I'm sorry. You don't have to watch. But I am sticking to what I can verify. And that's what I'm having on my channel, nothing more. I'm not going to get into the rumors and this and that. Hello, 7 to Life, and welcome. If you guys haven't checked out 7 to Life, you can go over and check out her channel. She's got a lot of good stuff over there too. So thank you for joining 7 to Life. I don't remember the exact date, Nan, but I know it was like maybe 3 weeks to a month, I'm going to say. Garden Girl Nancy, I only want the truth. Exactly. Oh, thank you for all the purple hearts, you guys. Yes, and that's what we have here, Rosie. Um, it happened actually here right into the 60s, 70s, 80s. It's sickening. It's sickening. Thank you, Shivani. Yep, it's coming up on 90 days. It's all about timing, you guys. And like I said, if you go back and look at some of the reads that I've done, I have one on my community tab right now that I did within a week of Summer going missing, and exactly what came out in that read is coming out now. Carol M, I do have in that read that I'm speaking of. Like I said, if you go to my community tab, I posted it yesterday. It's there. I do get that it's the past repeating. So when I got that, I didn't really exactly know all this stuff about Rosie and stuff like that. I knew a little bit about it, but not enough to speak about it. But now I am believing that, yes, it's the past repeating, and it's a jealousy factor. I have said that right from the beginning. It's a jealousy factor, and we are getting that now. There is something that just also was leaked that I'm not going to get in depth about, but oh, how can I? Oh, love you too, Anne. I don't know how I can say something about this. Let me just think for a minute. I've got to be able to verify all this information I just got before I speak it. But I can speak on some of the stuff that was mentioned in this. I have gotten in my reads, which is the jealousy factor. About in my read, okay, this is how I'm going to say it. And you guys decipher it any way you want. I need to be able to verify what was just given to me before I could speak on it. So there is something in there that I want to speak on, but I'm going to speak on that this way. In my read, I got, and you can see that read, I posted it yesterday on my community tab in a post. I got, and that's within a week of Summer going missing, that Candus was very jealous when it came to Hunter. With the attention that Hunter was showing Summer that day at the pond, at the swimming hole. And that I believed it's Candus that did this to Summer because out of jealousy of her daughter. Every time I go on a live, my daughter. So that's how I'm going to say it. My daughter. Okay, let me go, and I'm going to put it in the chat here. I'm going to go and get that link to that read for you guys. Okay, here is the link to that read. So here's the link right there to that read, you guys. Yes, and don't forget, from this CPS report, Candus right now is under investigation for a relationship with Hunter that included sex. So she's being investigated with that with a minor. And she believes charges are pending to both, concluding the investigation of Child Protective Services. So there is a lot in that read, you guys, that is coming out now. And that was done within the week of Summer going missing. It was a few days. I think she went missing on the 15th, and I think this read was done. Let me just go and see here. Let me just get the date of it. The 26th of June, that read was done, I believe, or sooner. So within about 10 days, Summer had been missing. There is a no contact order. Whether Candus is still trying to call H, I don't know, but I do know that they are going to be in the Child Protective Services document. It's been noted that Candus has been harassing Hunter's girlfriend and that she is just as dangerous as Don. So the author of this has said that she does believe that that is going to be included with the information that they send to law enforcement. It's in the CPS document, drama must remain on the stage. It is all going to be sent to law enforcement. That's what I've been stating since reading this, that for charges to be relayed, the charges have to be laid by law enforcement. And right now, their investigation is not concluded yet. But this author of the CPS document that was released said, charges are pending to both, pending the conclusion of CPS investigations, and then everything is going to be turned over to law enforcement. And that was included in there, Candus harassing Hunter's girlfriend, and that they feel that she's just as dangerous as Dawn. Okay, so what's up with this? Goodbye. No, I won't rephrase it. What's going on there? Okay, just block her. Block Nadia. You don't want to rephrase it? Then you will be blocked. I think that was pretty rude. I think that's pretty rude, actually. We keep this channel running properly for a reason, and if you don't like it, there's a little X in the top corner there. You can click on it. We don't know Lisa Lee. We don't know how old she is. It hasn't been disclosed. And if she's underage, it won't, they won't really talk much about her. I believe she does, Lisa, but that is only my opinion. That is not something that came out in the CPS document. That is my opinion by my reads. I don't know about that. Yeah, I think there's a lot more that she knows that she hasn't talked about. And again, this here is in my opinion. I think that information thing that, we heard, I think Allie hasn't said as much as she knows either. I think Allie knows a lot more, and that is my opinion. I agree, Rosie. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, all my mods, for being on top of this. Comp 2, what did come out, let me just get to that because I'm seeing it on my other screen. It hasn't specifically, the CPS document hasn't said that. What the CPS document did say was the kids were there when they were sitting there doing their drugs and drinking. The kids could have been sitting right at the table with them for all they know. But obviously they have now spoken with the boys and gotten a lot more information. I don't know that to be 100% accurate. Excuse me. But I do think a lot of this new information that's come out has come from the boys. That's why there's a gag order on it. But this has been leaked. I think actually how they found out about that, to say that there's evidence there from CPS I'm talking about, is I think the boys said something about seeing them doing certain things. So I'm sure that they have been interviewed and asked about what they've seen regarding the H situation, because True come out with she had gone there, used to sneak out and go to Candus and Don's. Candus would go and pick her up and bring her there. She was there with her friend at one point where they were told they had to sleep outside, I'm assuming, so they didn't see what was going on inside. So they had to sleep in the bed of a truck with a mattress. But she also said that she did see Dawn showering nude with Summer. And she also said that they were offered drugs, her and her friend. I don't think the gag order was in effect then. When Allie spoke, and we're not going to say with who or when, but when Allie spoke, that was before the kids were taken. Yes. The comment that this person that leaked the information had said that Candus is just as dangerous as Dawn. So there's got to be more information there that for her to say that, right? I don't think Allison is 100% credible, but I don't think we can not listen to some things. And I've always said this to you guys, in every lie, there's a bit of truth. You just got to learn how to separate the truth from a lie. Okay, there's telltale signs, and a lot of it is just sitting back and watching and listening. So to say that she would be somebody that I would want to put up on the stand, no. But she is somebody that does slip up. I have caught a few of her slip ups myself. So I'm sure the investigators that are on this have a lot more, a million times more experience with this stuff than me. And if I've caught it, bet your boots they've caught it. I think there's a lot more there that Allie knows. But like I said, is she credible? No, because there's been things that I've even caught her on. So she's not somebody I would want to put on the stand. Again, you guys, we're not going to mention things that cannot be verified. Right? Annette, I agree. Okay, so we're going to get to the polygraph, and I'm going to speak on this because I believe when Don and Candus said they passed their polygraphs, I don't believe they passed. Okay? I'm going to leave it there because there's information about that too that I can't speak on right now. Yes. Just because they walked out of there does not mean that they passed. I'm telling you right now, Ellie got a lot of information from those polygraphs that they are using. And the thing that people don't realize, the more that Don and Candus speak, like I said, in every lie, there's a piece of truth. You just got to know how to extract that. Okay? I'm telling you, LE, especially with the FBI and that being involved in this, you guys, they're not going to tell us even 100th of what they know and what the information that they believe to be true out of all this crap that's been put out there. Sanders says, why would Ollie allow Hunter to go with Candace? I believe she was sleeping when he left. Bingo. Thank you for that, K. Mitch. You are right on the money. And my chat keeps, oh, sorry, you guys. I'm trying to go through these comments. And my chat keeps jumping. Crystal, aka BGSS Crystal. I can't believe I was so wrong. Thank you. Rosie says she can't agree with me. And that's okay. Helen says, please don't have to tell the truth about whether you really passed or not. Exactly. I agree 100%, Helen. My chat just took off on me again. You're very welcome, Lisa. Sandra, I do believe that this was premeditated. I think they knew CPS was closing in and they had to do something drastic to stop them in their tracks. And I think, and this is my opinion, you guys, I think that if they would have got their hands on Summer would have given not only Summer verbally, but her body would have given a lot of information. Yes, there's a lot of information, Francis, that is being kept, and that's to protect the integrity of the investigation also. Exactly, and law enforcement has said there's no evidence of an abduction. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much for your donation. It's appreciated. I don't think that was the case, Northern Elastic. I believe that Summer to him was like a little sister. But I do believe that Candus was very jealous of Summer having anything to do with Hunter. There's other reasons that I have for saying that, but I can't discuss it right now. 100%, Jenny. I agree. Barb, I'm not going to go over it all again. You can watch it from the beginning. I'm about ready to wrap up here, so you can rewatch it. It will be on my YouTube channel. Hey, Aggie, we got to stop mentioning people that were not brought up in this. I mean, that's a theory, shine on, but I don't think that's what happened. That could very well be history underfoot. That could very well be. And my chat just took off on me again. I agree, Monica. Yes, we are not going to victim blame or shame here. Anybody doing that, you are going to be blocked immediately. There's no second chances. So I'm going to ask my mods. like I said, I can't read every comment, you guys. My chat is going all over the place. So if anybody is victim blaming here when it comes to H or Summer or the boys or stuff like that, no, just don't even just time them out, block them. I agree, Cheryl Ann. Marilyn, again, that is rumor. Hello, Doug. How are you, darling? I think they keep an eye on where Summer is. If you guys have not gone over to Doug's channel, please go over. There's his YouTube chat. That's his YouTube channel name. No Thanks Investigates. Go on over and give him a like and a sub and a share. And yes, Carol, very well said. Yeah, and Hunter has some learning disabilities and stuff. He's not at the age that he is. He's not at that level mentality wise. Everybody's entitled to their own view, Northern Elastic. It's just in my chat and on this video in particular, I'm not going to be discussing rumor and this and that and having stuff like that in here. I'm not going to be brought into that drama side of it. I'm going just by facts and what I presented today that was leaked, the report from CPS that was leaked, because I can verify all that. So anything that is either rumor or stuff like that that has not been proven, I just don't want to talk about it on this video. Other videos that we do, we may do that, but not on this one. Nashville, Tennessee. Which link are you talking about, hon? If Des can throw up Doug's link. I would assume that she had a birth certificate. They were registering her for school apparently and everything. I do believe that there has to be a birth certificate somewhere. Yes. You got to look at the parenting to see why the kids are behind. So there's the link to Doug's channel. I think that was all just a rose. I don't think that they were out there planting anything. Yes, so do I, Barbara. Stay-at-home mom detective says, in my opinion, I still believe Kane has lost her cool somewhere between the water hole and home and called Don to help cover it up. Thank you for everything. I do believe it happened once they got home from that water hole. I believe it happened at the home. I'm not so sure about it happening inside the home, but I do think it happened on that property. That property is very large, you guys. I do believe, in my honest opinion, that it happened on that property. Yeah, you can tell in some of them pictures it was, oh. There was no abduction. She wasn't handed to somebody, and there was no abductions. I believe they killed her. Mario, my opinion only is that's why I believe that it was done when it was done, because they couldn't take her to the doctors, because then things could be seen, right? Aw, there you go. Yes, we love you, Doug. 7 to life. I love it. Yes, stay-at-home mom detective. That's what I was just saying. That's why I'm saying I think this was premeditated, because this could not happen. She could not go to the doctors. So yes, okay. Thank you, Doug. 11.2 acres. I believe that she is on that property somewhere. I'm saying within a quarter mile of the house. And I do believe that they keep watch over where she is. And I believe the planting, okay, I've got to watch how I say this. In my opinion, and there could be evidence towards it, I believe that where they disposed of her remains is a very shallow grave, and things were thrown on top of her. That also came out within the first week or so of Summer going missing, that they didn't dig like a big hole. No, she's in a very shallow grave and covered with brush, and they made it look like it was normal for that brush to be there. And don't forget, they got 11.2 acres to do that on. So the planting that they did, yeah, I believe they planted. They planted stuff on top of her. Everything was planted, the whole thing. Like I said, in every lie, there's a little bit of truth, you guys. I think they know. I think they know. Yes. You guys are very welcome. And that's why, a lot of people, oh, she doesn't let us say what we want to say. And well, no, you're right. I'm not going to, it's not going to be a free for all. This is verified information, and that's all. It's not verified. That's just something Candace said. So that's why I'm not speaking on it, because it's not verified, right? Yes, Diane. And that's why I said I think this was premeditated, and they knew they were running out of time. And that's why this happened when it did. What would they gain by killing her? Cover up. Oh, where did that go? Oh gosh, I just lost it. Candace said Summer Joe. That's not, I have not heard that, so that's not verifiable. This is not also verifiable, so please remove it. But I do know that I haven't heard anything about them going back and forth to that church. That was going to be a cover. Francis Dean says, if someone does say where Summer is, can they get a plea bargain? Depends on who it is and what their involvement is. Candace's mother, I believe, is in Wisconsin or Illinois or something like that. Helen, they did search the bus. I've seen pictures of law enforcement going into that bus and everything. It's all been searched, believe me. Right around that house. I don't believe she's right around that house. She's out of it. Shine On says if she were on property, I'm sure the canine would have found her. We don't know where they went with the canines. They have not searched every inch of that property with canines. They only have so many dogs. And I have gotten that they were really close to where she was, but they missed her. And like I said, their whole land was not searched every square foot with canines. They only had so many dogs. Yes, I've said within a quarter mile. Sorry, you guys, I'm just going through some of the comments here. MS Slinky Moon said, were the boys' teeth like Summer's? From what I've got is the CPS report said There has been no dental care and no dental records that they could find. So I'm assuming the boy's teeth were bad too. Maybe not as bad as Summer's. I don't know. I can't speak on that. But all I do know is that CPS says there was no dental care for any of the children. Tracy Ayres says, do you feel like the grandmother left, moved? Not sure if she always lived there because she knows the truth. I think she got out of Dodge. And yes, Don did inherit the house when his mother died. It was his mother's property at one time. We don't know where Summer was born, you guys. Carol said, my confusion is why would they contact police? Why would they contact police on the same day if they could have hidden her disappearance for longer? Did they think Grandma or the boys would tell someone? I believe that they did it that afternoon, earlier in the afternoon, and waited until the 5, 6 o'clock to report it. So they had time to dispose of her body. Maria says, thanks for the update, though. Everyone knows Tennessee does indictments in September. That is not new. It's true that it is now a money-making machine by YouTube crime community. I'm not in the States even. I'm in Canada. So, I mean, I don't know what or why you wanted to put that there, as if things are, I don't know, but whatever. I didn't know that, so now I do, eh? I'm not sure about that, Diane. Willow, do you remember years ago that a neighbor took a kid and kept in earth made hole under the shed? Nobody knew for years until she escaped. I haven't heard about that. I'm going to wrap this up, you guys. Oh, Chasing Justice, thank you very much for your donation. Yes, so let's see what else comes out, you guys. I do believe that there is going to be more coming out very soon. I do believe that there's going to be arrests made very soon. I think my last read said within a couple of weeks something big was going to happen, and within the month there was going to be arrests. And so far in a couple of weeks there has been big things that have come out. So I'm going to stick with what I got from my read too and say that there are going to be arrests within the next 2 weeks, because the last read I did, I think, was 2 weeks ago. Excuse me. And in that read, it said that there was some big things that were going to be happening. We did see that happen with a few things that happened. And with this report being leaked, the CPS report that I just brought you being leaked, so now we know a lot more of what was happening in that house, and why the boys were taken. The author of this also said that Don was out and out lying about why the boys were removed, that they were not removed due to internet threats. They were removed because of what I brought you. And what she had stated that was in the report, and that, you know, charges are pending. There's an emergency hearing that is coming up because there's a gag order and all this, and Don has been talking about things that he's not supposed to be talking about. So we're going to have to see what happens. So far, my reads have been pretty close, almost spot on. So let's see what happens over the next couple of weeks. And I do believe that the arrests are coming. So I do believe by the end of September, they are going to be arrested. So Sun Girl, I think it was leaked, but it's not. It has not been leaked by law enforcement. That's for sure. Just mute what you just sent me. Does just mute that person. There are certain, I'm going to address that because there are certain creators that I will mention. That's up to me. It's my channel, and I will mention who I trust. So if I mention to go ahead to other channels, that's because I trust them. Somebody just called me out saying, oh, you got a double standard because we can't mention other channels, but you can. Well, there's certain channels that I don't want any affiliation to, and that's my prerogative since it is my channel. And that's just the way it is. People that I mention are mentioned because I trust their information, and I trust where they're coming from, and I trust their intentions with the case. So that's the end of that. Okay, so with that, you guys, I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. Like I said, I try to keep this factual and verifiable, so you guys don't have to question what has come out here. That's a lot of the reasons too that I say I'm not going to allow certain channels to be mentioned here or creators, because there's a lot of drama going on, and I'm not going to have that coming to my channel. Thank you, Shivani. I will run it the way I want to run it and the way I see fit. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm not sorry to each their own. There's other channels that you can go and watch, but if you want the facts and verified information, that's what I'm going to bring. So do as little says and not as she does. Got her. Okay, goodbye, aluminum brain. You want to be rude? Bye-bye. Pretty rude. Get rude now. Like, you might as well. You want me to stay on for a little bit more so you guys can get rude so I can just block you before I leave? And you're very welcome. I'm sorry to everybody who does show the respect here and, you know, understands that everybody is entitled to what rules they have on their channel. Oh, thank you, A Quail. Lady of Angels. Des, can you post that link again to that read that I did, that I was referring to? And like I said, there are channels that I do mention. Another one, Southern Soul Tarot. Go on over there and give her a like and a sub. There are certain channels, Crime Stories Obsessed. Go give her a like and a sub too. There are certain people that I will mention, and that's up to me. It is my channel. And if I want to mention them, I will. There's certain people that are being mentioned that I don't agree with how they run their channel or what they say on their channel. And that is up to me if I want that on my channel. So that's why I ask that you guys do not mention other channels. Exactly, Marie. You take care too, Judy. You have a great day, hon. Yes, Stephanie, it is. It's very sad. Somebody wanted the link to that read that I did. Okay, let me just, I don't know if Des has that. If not, I will go and grab the link and put it again before I leave. If you go to my YouTube channel and click on community tab, it will be in there for whoever that was that just wanted the link to the read that I'm talking about. Yes, drama-free Sonia, and I keep it that way. So anybody that starts causing drama like that, bye-bye. Yes, Axeman Gang. Now that they are in care, I hope that they are getting everything that they do need. Okay, so was that you, Marie Reed, that wanted that? Okay, there it is there. Des just posted it. But if you go to my community tab, you can click on it right there. It's a post that I posted yesterday with the read there. You can just click on it and it'll bring you to the read. Okay, so everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming out. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for your understanding with why I do things on my channel the way I do. I just do not want to be pulled into that drama and the shit show that's going on. It's just the way things are. So thank you again. Thank you to all my mods for coming out and doing what you do. I appreciate it. And with that being said, if I hear or see anything else, or if I can verify this last email that I just got, you guys, I'm not going to mention a lot of what's in there until I can verify it. But if something else does come out, I will jump back on and bring it to you guys. Okay? So until next time, you guys, love you to the moon and back. Please take care of yourselves and please stay safe. Bye-bye for now.